All right, let's waste no time. Let's watch this Pop the Balloon clip. And I like the brother's commentary. To be honest, man, his commentary was on point on this one. So I'm going to share the commentary. I'm going to let him cook. I'm going to let the video cook. So his name is Quill, the Quill Pill, the Q Pill, excuse me. And he got the Q Pilled podcast. So shout out to him. But I liked his commentary on this, but let's go.
Okay, so why was your balloon unpopped for her?
She's beautiful. I like her dress and her whole attire.
So why do we end up popping hers?
I don't know what it is. I think because you are very too put together. I like them a little rough, a little tough. You're very pristine and
Status ain't hood. I ain't checking for you. Better be street if you looking at me. I need a soldier. I need a hood boy. Wife beaters and jeans, always in the trap. They look so mean. And then they see us dating outside our race and they get offended and cry self-hate. Now, because I'm well-versed in human sexual selection, mate attraction, I understand. He doesn't have a beard, no scruff. He doesn't exude dominance or aggressiveness. He doesn't look like he would put a woman through a mattress, which is essentially what women want to feel when they look at you. They want your physical appearance to emanate aggression, both in the context of sex and as a mate poaching deterrent. But this is exactly why they end up single mothers, as they copulate with the wrong men, let the wrong men impregnate them, and then turn around and want guys like this to understand that they made poor decisions when they were young. They didn't know what they wanted. They had a change of heart and a shift in preference. Now, granted, attraction is not logical and you can't bargain with what a woman is sexually attracted to. But the most interesting thing about this is only black men gotta look rough, tough, medium, ugly, like we just served 2 life sentences and got out yesterday. Black women will date any other ethnicity of man and he can absolutely be clean shaven and pristine, no issue, and she'll be optimally attracted to him. Has to be one of the most interesting phenomena, how a black woman's heuristic associates a black man's toughness with how rugged, rough, and medium ugly he is. And if he's clean shaven or pristine or looks professional, he's associated with being soft. Who stereotypes the black man's sex appeal more than the black woman, stigmatizing black men who look clean, crisp, shaven, professional, pristine, and romanticizing black men who look rough, rugged, medium ugly, thuggish, like they about to serve a life sentence.
And he's absolutely right. All the way through. He said it better than I. Excuse me. He said it better than I. When it comes to Brad and the Amir Cash, they ain't got to look tough. They ain't got to look that. We stereotype. And what's so funny is, since I moved up out the hood, in the neighborhood I used to live in the city, it was a lot of interracial relationships for sure. But they wasn't like the ones that you would do a visual on. It was more in the hood, right? But nonetheless, when I live out here and I see you see Indian, Arab girls, you do see some of them dating black guys. You see white girls dating black guys. And the white girls and the non-black girls, and these dudes are, look like they athletes or, solid guys, whatever like that. And they be dealing with them and they don't look street at all. They tend to like those proper brothers like my man's in the video. Now, fortunately for me, I kind of can do both. Like I have one of those versatile personalities. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't that I try to fit in. I just grew up in the hood, but also experienced nice things. I have family members that had nice houses and nice mansions and all that other shit. Now I was able to travel and I was able to be around, the right people. I have friends that had money. I have friends who were broke. I have friends that was raised by single mothers. I have friends, across the board. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a very versatile friend, but I didn't have a lot of white friends. You know what I'm saying? But I had a lot of friends across that black spectrum that they, families did well off and some that didn't do well off. But I was pretty much able to fit in, you know what I'm saying? And wherever, and I knew how to, do whatever. But, guys that's put together, that's well proper, that's clean cut. He's right. He doesn't look like he could put her through a mattress. He don't have a beard. He don't seem to be aggressive. And I tell you that all the time on the Patreon. If you join the Patreon, it's the only link in the description. I say it all the time. That women equate aggression to protection And they also equate it to you being good in the bedroom. I say it all the time. That's what it boiled down to. And from my experiences, women like aggressive sex. They will lie and say, well, I don't really like aggressive sex like that. And I don't really like guys. Sometimes I like to switch it up. I'm telling you, don't listen to what the fuck they got to say. They want to be pile drive through a mattress. They love aggression. They love assertive. And when you come off as a nice guy, you know what I'm saying? When you come off as a nice guy, they just think you're not aggressive in the bedroom. You can't protect them. But like I said, they don't even be knowing that those Pookies and Ray Rays, most of them niggas can't even fight and defend themselves. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a beam. Most of them can't fight and defend themselves. That's what they don't know. They feel like they can fight and they can defend themselves. And dog, most of them niggas be shooting off drugs. They be shooting out of fear. You know, they be shooting out of fear. You know, they ain't really street. Them niggas be crying when they get them years. They be somebody bitch in the jail. Let's keep it real. But they don't know that. So even if you tall enough and you got the ball, he's just too proper. But if it's a Brad, how many times we seen Brad going on that dating show? He dressed like Kevin Federline before he met Britney Spears. You know, dressing like a 2000s wigger. He dressing like that dude from You Got Served, the white dude from You Got Served and shit. And they fond for him. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. We are more stereotyped by our own people and our own women than anybody. So, and then they get mad at these guys, you know, and white women take you for how you are. And this is what they want, which black people in the hood will call a black guy being a Carlton, being a white boy, being an Oreo. You know what I'm saying? In reality, it's just being a respectable, good human being. You know what I'm saying? It just, you know, but then these the same dudes where she go get fucked over by Pookie and Ray Ray to come and say, hey, how you doing? And remember me? No. Keisha, stay away from me. And then what that girl say in that clip? Oh, you know, we were victims. You wasn't no victim. I thought y'all matured faster than us. Thought y'all was smarter than us. You wasn't no victim. They don't want guys like this. Now, are there a sector of black women that do want guys like? Absolutely. They tend to be having their fathers in their life, or they tend to be raised by 2-parent households in a healthy household. That's why white women are the way they are. A lot of them. Now you got, you know, but they mothers tell them to play the long game. I'm telling you that right now. They mothers tend to play the long game. They tend to play the long game. Oh, baby, marry him, get his resources, and then get the hell up out of there. That's what they tell them. That's exactly what they tell them. So, like I said, man, it's just to the point where, you know, it's just to the point where, if they don't like you or they can't accept you for how you are and who you are, hey man, don't force it. No matter how strong the attraction is. And look how respectful he was to her. Oh, you look nice. And she like, nah, they just come on there to disrespect people. They come on there for clout. Pretty much it's an embarrassment ritual to men. To black men, because when white guys come on there looking dorky and don't look street, you know, they sit there and they do what they say do. They be with them. They don't pop their balloon. He can say, I'm a crackhead, I'm this, that, and third, and they find over them. And that's not an issue. We don't care if you guys interracially date. That's fine. But don't get mad when we interracially date. If that's what we choose to do. But there are a sector of black women who were raised right, who was raised with parents, who still goes through traditional guidelines. You got to meet the parents for real and all this type of stuff. That still does exist. And it's a portion of women like that people call Oreos. That guys say, oh, you ain't got a BBL, or you just too nice of a woman, and they take advantage of them just on this side of the spectrum. Let's not ignore that. Let's not ignore that. You're just looking at it from a man's perspective. I like to look at it from both perspectives. That's a whole nother side where a lot of these women who was raised right and these dudes keep taking advantage of them, finessing them because women place so much stock in attraction. They place so much stock in attraction. They place so much stock in attraction that they can't help it. They can't help it. They can't help it. So when they boil down to the boil down, they get played, finesse, and they learn. And some of them become bitter and all that type of stuff. But hey, that's all I had to say, man. Thumbs up the video. Don't forget, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The real link is in the description. Don't forget to go get his brother a follow. He pretty much everywhere, the Q Pill. I love the perspective on it, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace.